What's up, everybody? It's the Kramer, and today we'll be playing Night March. Night March is a deck that relies on getting your Pokemon into the discard pile in order to power up your other Pokemon's abilities. Our first Pokemon to look at is Joltik. With a measly 30 HP, you might consider him a weakling, but with Night March just being 2 colorless energy and dealing 20 times the number of Pokemon in your discard pile that have Night March in it, it's a darn good card. Next we have Lampent. He's only used to get Night March powered up. You drop these guys in your discard pile by any means necessary, and you should be good to go. Combi is only here to evolve into Vespiquen. Vespiquen has 90 HP, which is the maximum that we have in our deck. With Intelligence Gathering, it deals 10 damage, but it lets you draw up to 6 cards, which is really, really good. Especially since our deck pours out a lot of cards into the discard pile from our hand, we're able to refill it and do it some more. But Be Revenge is the attack that we love. It's a mini Night March, which lets you deal 20 damage plus 10 more for each Pokemon in your discard pile. Vespiquen is really good as an auxiliary Pokemon in our deck that acts as a secondary win condition. Next we have Unknown. Unknown's ability Farewell Letter is what we're looking at. It lets you, on your turn, discard it from your bench to draw a card. This lets you do it multiple times with multiple unknowns. You can use Revive to do it again. It's really good. I enjoy it. Pumpkaboo is our last Pokemon we'll discuss. It's pretty much only here as a secondary Night March card, but in a pinch we can use it because it has a cost of 3 colorless energy. But for the most part, we just discard it for the Night March. Next we'll talk about our trainers. Oh, let me go. Yeah. First it's Gabal Compressor. Search your deck for up to 3 cards and discard them. Then shuffle your deck. This guy is good to get rid of all of your Pokemon that have Night March except for Joltik. Then power them up. It's essentially saying give your Joltik 20 attack or up to 60 attack. In the late game, when we already have all our Night March Pokemon in the discard pile, Ballot Compressor is used to get rid of Ballot Compressor and Ultra Balls. Ultra Ball lets you discard 2 cards from your hand to search your deck for a Pokemon. Like I said, we use it to get discard. We use it in the early game to get rid of any Punkaboos or Lampents in our hand. And in the late game, we hope to discard it with our Ballot Compressor. Level Ball lets us get any Pokemon in our deck essentially, since all of them are under 90 HP, or 90 HP or under. It's always good. Always. Roller Skates just lets us draw an extra 3 cards if we win the coin flip. Crushing Hammer lets us get rid of our opponent's energies if we also win the coin flip. Revive lets us put a basic Pokemon from our bench, or from our discard pile, onto our bench. We use it mostly to get back our unknowns. Professor Sycamore lets us discard our hand, draw 7 cards. We use this much like we use our Ultra Ball to get rid of any pesky Pokemon that need to be in a discard pile instead of in our hands. Plus it refills our hand, which is always good. Shauna lets us shuffle our hand into our deck, then draw 5 cards. This is the secondary, similar to Professor Sycamore, except what we do is if there's a case where, say, you have energy in your hand and you don't want to discard it, you can just shuffle it back in and draw it later. Lysandre lets us pull a Pokemon from our opponent's bench out. This is useful to get rid of Pokemon that they're building up before they have a chance to get out. Forest of Giant Plants allows us to get our Combies evolved quickly, even as quick as turn 1, and it also gets rid of our opponent's stadiums, which is always necessary. Lastly, we have Muscle Man, which gives our Pokemon's attacks an extra 20 damage, just for that last little boost before we can push it over the top and win. Last, we'll talk about our energy. We have 4 double colorless energy, which are our most valuable energy. Allows us to get back, allows us to Night March or be Revenge, and it's pretty much our crux of our energy pool. Next, we have Psychic Energy, which is essentially just there for emergency situations. Say we have a Pumpkaboo out, and we have a double colorless energy, well, we'll also have a Psychic Energy ready, just for a turn to Night March if need be. Well, that's our deck, and I hope to see you guys in the games. See you soon.